Where do the richest people hide their money? We have often seen the richest people leading an apparently simple life, like Bill Gates eating from regular restaurants and Mark Zuckerberg living in his friend's apartment. You will barely see them wearing elegant designer clothes. So where does all the money go? Why are they hiding it? How does it affect ordinary people? Is this legal or illegal? Hey guys! Welcome back to Famous Flair, where we talk about the mind-blowing facts about the world of fame. Today, we will go deep into the money of the richest people and how they deal with it. All is here, from hiding the money from people and the government to spending it legally. So, let's get started. Why do rich people hide their money? To stay rich and become richer? Rich people get a lot of social, ethical, and political concerns about their money. First of all, anyone barely loves to pay the taxes. People hate to give off the profits they earned with sweat and tears to the government for free. In the case of rich people, the profit is directly proportional to taxes, which means the more you earn, the less you get. In the US, the tax pay rate is a whopping 21%, which means your $100 million profit will be turned into $79 million out of nowhere. Apart from taxes, families with a prominent worth are often subjected to scams, thefts, robberies, and other threats. So, pulling people's attention to their good greens can cause them and their families physical damage. Their personal lives can be disturbed as the scammers or blackmailers tend to hack their personal accounts, information, and socials. The greater the money, the greater the chances of facing a horrible incident. These are only the social and political concerns. However, there are some ethical concerns as well. Consider a social circle of friends. Now think, which of your friends will be judged the most for just everything? For eating fancy and for not eating fancy. To dress lavishly and to not dress lavishly. To show off their wealth and not show off their wealth. Yes, the richest friend. Folks try to justify or criticize every decision of the wealthy person based on their money. Somehow, their capital becomes their primary identity and personality trait. If a wealthy person shows off money, they are considered rude and cringe. But if someone rich does not act like rich, they are supposed to be hiding it because they are insecure. Where do they hide their money? Offshore accounts are very well known when it comes to hiding money. A tremendous amount of money is transferred to international bank accounts every year. The amount does not count in millions or billions of dollars, but in hundreds of billions of dollars. The economists roughly calculate that the tax havens are north of $80 trillion. There are 5 central offshore locations that the richest find the most convenient to hide their money. First is Switzerland. Switzerland is already considered the main center of hiding rich people's money due to its financial policies. If you pull up to the airport with a bag full of money, you will quickly get through. In Switzerland, converting or moving your money quietly is seen as a good skill rather than suspicious. That's why many Swiss people have converted their cash into Bitcoin. Second, Hong Kong and Singapore can be denoted as the Asia Pacific. It possesses almost 20% of the total hidden money by the richest. This ratio is expected to keep rising in the upcoming years. Next comes Panama and the Caribbean, also known for containing many offshores. Once a report named Panama Papers with names and assets was leaked from Panama, which caused prominent trouble to many wealthy and political figures. The list goes on with Dublin and Channel Island. Many other small countries have various currency policies where the wealthiest people hide their money. Fun fact: the very famous leader of North Korea, Kim Jong-un, has divided and hid his great money in more than 100 international banks. How do richest people hide their money? The hidden money is most often gone to the offshore banks, but many innovative tactics are used when it comes to hiding money. People hire their own family members for their businesses and pay them handsome salaries. This way, your business gets a write-off, you get trustable workers, the money revolves in the family, and the tax rates go down the slope. Your family members include your spouse or children. The salaries can further be transmitted into tax put-off accounts to save some extra bucks. The whole process should be done under proper paperwork. If a real estate owner wants to minimize the tax rates on each purchase or deal, they can easily do so by the 1031 exchange. In 1031 exchange, you swap the like kind of property. You get another property in cash in return if your property costs more than the exchanged one. Since this is just investing in another property and getting a property in return for a property, you are most likely to defer gains from IRS. However, this method can cause you to pay the taxes later. You can still build your real estate exceptionally well till that time. Life insurances are another way to hide your good green smartly. You can put a tremendous amount of money into your life or universal insurance. The insurance money is considered tax-free, even if you want to withdraw some amount. You can also have loans from insurance, but that would add the tax label to your money. Shell companies help a lot in hiding money or refraining from paying taxes. Basically, a shell company does not have any assets of its own, nor do they announce any specific operations. These companies are the borderline between legal and illegal. So, investing in a shell business can impressively hide your net income from the authorities, and you can run a business without anyone's interruption. Not only that, but municipal bonds are a remarkable tactic when it comes to hiding money from the tax department. The government offers a municipal bond to invest in various projects. A municipal bond can get you the chance to win the lottery and save money. The saved money in the form of bonds has no to zero tax rates. Buying expensive but small assets or jewelry can get you out of the tax wheel. If you have small and not too expensive jewelry, it might not be considered eligible for taxes. These assets can also be passed on as gifts, reducing the danger of taxes. One of the most used tactics by the extremely rich is to invest in donor funds. The donating personnel gets a massive discount on paying taxes, and it is obviously the best legal way to avoid the tax wheel. Is it legal or illegal? Yes and no. The legal status of sending away your money to hide it depends on the method adopted. Municipal bond investment is totally legal, and it actually helps the government even though you won't have to pay the taxes. Sending money in an offshore account can or cannot be legal, depending on the methods of depositing money. The shell businesses fall in the same category. They can be legal or illegal. Life insurances are totally legal but have some downsides to it. Real estate is all legal, but only in the sense of a short or a specific period. Hiring your family members is totally legal, but they might need further procedures to save taxes. Buying assets or jewelry and passing them on is more illegal without paying tax than legal, but it can be turned into legal by careful procedures. This was our take on letting you know how and why the world's richest people hide their money. Let us know in the comments if you think it is their right to hide or show their money, or if they should pay all the taxes to their country in any case. Please leave a like and share if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell icon for constant entertainment and news from the world of fame. See you in the following video. Stay safe.